You know what happened?
brother. It's midnight, buddy. It's midnight. I'm just shooting the shit right now.
Mm.
We're just talking some
But
Texans. We're talking some stuff. I'm doing this for love of the game, man. This is just love of the game type of stuff.
well, it's love of the game, and we could talk freely. Boy, was these past couple of 48 hours a real letdown. That's kind of the vibe from everyone on Texans Twitter slash social media. But I was listening to you earlier, and I agree. This was an okay draft. This
Yeah.
is draft where you say I solidified my wide receiver room
Okay.
with Jaden Higgins. Tight has been lifting, looking huge. Okay,
Oh,
huge.
you.
Um, your only concern is, I guess, the concern you've had all off season is what are you going to do for your offensive line? And, maybe the answer is not in this draft, Harley. Maybe it's finding a trade elsewhere after the draft. Who knows? But I'll be naive to say I'm not worried about CJ Stroud in this offensive line. If we heard he was very unhappy after Laramie Tunsil got traded, he cannot be happy after only seeing one offensive lineman taken in the with one of the 5 picks in the top 100.
Yeah, he also mentioned that he has confidence in Nick Casario. So,
Blind
we'll.
faith, he said.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, what else is he gonna say? He's not
Yeah,
gonna
right. What
say,
what what choice
you
do we
know.
have?
Well, I mean, yeah. Well, what is he gonna say? He's not gonna go up there and be like, yeah, I never
Yeah,
liked this guy.
I
Like
don't
he's
like
not gonna say
I don't
that.
like Nick. I don't believe in Nick. I didn't
Yeah,
I didn't think he
yeah.
should have.
You'll have the whole city of Houston going, what? Yeah, man. I don't. I'm just having some fun right now. I
I'm
looking at the
chilling.
guards in the draft. I mean, we could talk about players, but I don't know anybody off the top of my head that
Let me see.
you
Let me
know.
see who's available.
I know a lot of people continue to throw the Browns with I believe it's Wyatt Teller. Maybe I could be wrong
We've been
about
in talk,
that.
but we've been talking about that since the
Yeah,
trade deadline.
forever. Shit, we've talked about that last year. That ain't happening. If it ain't happened yet, it ain't gonna happen now. So, you know, um, my goodness, just, I
Okay.
don't know. I don't know who we
Panda
is.
swarming at 12:30.
I don't know who we is. Cause I ain't lifting Titus's fat ass. I ain't lifting it.
Uh,
Y'all can try to lift up Yokozuna all y'all want, buddy. I ain't gonna have no problem. I ain't gonna be doing all that.
do you know what's gonna kill us is if this season we see Josh Connolly Jr., Josh Simmons start 17 games for their respective teams, and they're like just dogs.
I mean, that could happen. That's not out of the realm. I mean, Josh Simmons did perform well before the injury. Um, Josh Connerly, I wouldn't bet that.
Mm,
I wouldn't bet on it. I can see what you're saying. You know, I wouldn't bet on it. I wouldn't.
mm.
Especially Connerly. Simmons, we don't even know if Simmons is going to be healthy for week
You
one.
weren't high on Connolly?
He's okay. He was an
Okay.
okay prospect. Um, I felt like I like if they had drafted him, I would have been, all right. You
Yeah.
know, I know Aaron Wilson had mentioned that they were leaving. They were trying to. No, it was Albert Breer that said that. I don't know how much that true that is, but that they were talking. The Texans were talking about trading back into the first round to get Josh Connerly. That to me doesn't make a lot of sense. He was available for you at 25. If you believed he was the guy, why didn't you just draft him at 25? That to me, that report didn't make a lot of sense to me. I know Albert Breer has a connection with New England and Nick Casario, and he might have something here with the Texans in terms of his connections here because of our GM. But I don't know. That report didn't make a lot of sense to me. It felt fake.
Yeah, no, it definitely did feel fake, but
Yeah.
I'm just wanting to see what the
Oh, yeah, that's true. Connerly went to Washington. That would be hilarious. How funny is it that Larry Tunsil went to the Washington Commanders and all the Commanders fans were giddy on up about Laramie Tunsil and how he was the guy and he's going to be starting and he's that dude. And then they drafted a tackle as well. And
Project. Line will be fine, man. Negativity is lame as hell. This
I
is
mean,
where
there's nothing negative we said.
I said negative. I'm worried about the offensive line, Richard, and we'll be naive not to be worried.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a little worried right now. I can't lie, but I'm gonna hope that.
Which is saying something after rounds 1, 2, and 3 of the NFL draft.
I mean, sure. My biggest thing is now the Houston Texans are. Uh, they better hope Nick Caley and Cole Popovich are them dudes. Like that's what you're really hoping for. They gotta hope that these guys are the dudes. Do you not have faith in Nick Caley and Cole Popovich?
No, I do, but then it's just I mean Nick Caley for sure. Cole Popovich, I still wonder about him, but you know, I'm gonna just use a point that you said. These boys figure it out. It's one and done. They're gone. After this
Sure.
offseason, and now we're in the same situation of all right, well, what are we gonna do? But you're banking on Nick Caley and new offensive, run game coordinator and O-line coach Cole Popovich to fix it. That's that's
There
that's,
you go.
that's just it.
Response to you, Ruben.
Man, you can't draft a whole new
Well,
line,
okay.
LOL. Let's be realistic. Sign guys as well. New skin. Okay, so the guys you signed, two of them were rated as some of the worst guards this past season. Lakin Tomlinson and Ed Ingram. The other one you signed, Trent Brown, hasn't played a full season in about 4 years. The other guy you signed, Cam Robinson, was not wanted by two teams last season, traded away and not chose to resign. So
Well,
I just
only thing I would say with the
that's just
Vikings,
what it is. That's that
no,
that's just the
not with the
fact.
Vikings. He wasn't ever going back to the Vikings. They have a left tackle there. He got hurt. That's why they traded for Cam. So Cam wasn't going back to the Vikings regardless. They got a Pro Bowl left tackle there already. That's going to be back for them, healthy and ready to go. So he wasn't going back to the Vikings. And Kevin O'Connell spoke highly of Cam Robinson going to the Minnesota Vikings. So I won't. I'll say that I wouldn't agree with that part, but he was with the Jaguars far too long, and Jaguars fans know him very well. And whenever we did sign him, Jags fans did have a little chuckle about Cam Robinson being with the Texans. So, you know, Cam Robinson to me is an average left tackle. I didn't mind it. I think it's okay. And I didn't necessarily mind the signings. But again, it was two ways. Either okay, you didn't sign anybody, you didn't really do anything too wild for the offensive line. You've put some bandages over it, temporary fixes, I would say. But then I thought, okay, well then you're probably going to go heavy into the draft and focus on the O line. Okay, well you haven't really done that either.
No, you did
So
in the
now
draft.
you're going to the third option. And the third option is you're thinking Nick Caley and Cole Popovich are these dudes, and they're going to change how this offensive line is going to look for the Houston Texans. So I'm interested to see how the O line is, how the O line becomes. And I mean, it's not an unfair point. I am worried. I'm worried for CJ Stroud right now. Yesterday, okay, I still had day 2 and day 3 to talk, about trading down from 25. But hey, man, now it's done. Day 2 and day 3 are done. The only thing you've done is drafted a developmental tackle in Ariante Ursery. I like him. I do. I like the pick. But is he going to be a day one starter? Is he going to make an impact for you immediately? I think you're going to have to see a significant jump between mini camp, training camp, preseason in order for him to. I mean, not that Cam Robinson's a world beater,
No.
but I mean, he's only playing tackle. I don't see him at guard. He's just too big and fat to be playing guard. I mean, 6'6", 330. That guy ain't moving. Even though he ran a 5 flat for 50140. I like it, but hey. Let's see who else we got here. Texan Nation, appreciate
What
you,
a
Mustard.
profile pic.
What? I didn't even notice. What is it? In the Pulga, man.
Hey, that was triple platinum.
In the flea markets. Man, you had that. Man, I ain't gonna lie. When I was 7 years old, 6 years old, if I saw a dude wearing that, I didn't want to cross him. I thought that
Mm-mm.
dude was gang related. I'm for real. I was like, I ain't
Off
crossing that
rip.
dude. I ain't crossing that dude. Landry's question pissed off Casario,
Now
so he drafted.
I heard of this many times. What did Landry?
I
What
have
did?
no clue. I have
Okay.
no clue. Landry's in here, I guess. I
Hey,
don't know. He respect the hustle, gangsters.
no, Landry, we
Appreciate you,
respect
Landry, for
you.
hopping in. Look,
You
we're
and Cody
tired. It's
Sleep.
midnight, but it is what it is. We got KMB Havoc. What another PFP there. Uh, Coon laying out. All right. I think they're hoping the defense holds us down and the offense gets a touchdown every now and again. Um,
That's what it
we're,
was
we're,
this year.
we're the Cincinnati Bengals, bud. We're gonna be the Cincinnati Bengals. Super Bowl Cincinnati Bengals.
Jeez,
Screw Panay Sewell. We're getting Jamar Chase. That's what Texans are doing.
that's literally what, and they did it twice.
It is the cocksucking Ohio State Buckeye fan back at it again. Let me suck some more about Josh Simmons. If you want to suck his dick, you could go to Kansas City, bud, and go ahead and try to get the media credentials for that. Um, should have stuck at 25 and picked Simmons. Cool. Will he be playing week 1?
What if he does?
Then good for him. But I don't. That's a very he's even if he plays week 1, he's got a torn patellar tendon. Like, that is the death nail in careers for the NFL. He has a torn patellar tendon. And even if he doesn't start week 1, this goes both ways. If he starts week 1, we don't even know if he's ever going to be the same player again. And if he doesn't start week 1, he might bitch and complain that he doesn't play week 1 because he has the character concerns as well too.
Yeah, lively report.
Prior to the draft, the Texans traded the 5th-round picks for essentially 2 6 round. Makes sense of that for us. I don't know what that means. Whatever. Space H713 is laughing. I'm having a blast, dude. I'm just shooting shit, man.
I'm just drinking some beer, man.
I'm not here for views. Just for the love of the game, dude. Cameron, man, your thoughts on the different wide receiver sets we can run, fellas? I was harping on that a
Anything.
little bit. I like it. I like it. You think about you got 4 receivers right away. Nico Collins, Jaden Higgins, Christian Kirk, Jalen Noel.
That's your number 4.
That's not bad. That is not bad at all. Again, I'm going to tell people right now because I'm posting the Bleacher Report episode for tomorrow morning.
Oh, I posted it tonight.
And yeah, that's fine. I'm gonna have it posted tomorrow morning. And we're very critical of Jalen Smith. I started looking at some of his stuff. Not that bad.
But we know he's a depth guy. That's the thing, Harley. And that's the
Yeah,
conversations that we were having about these 5 picks in the top 100. You need day 1 impactful starters. And from this list of 4, you can say 2. And that is the 2 wide receivers. With with Trey, he's not going to be playing for you in 2025. And the cornerback that we took, it's like, all right, it's like we shouldn't Bleacher Report about Jalen Smith. This seems like a Frank Ross pick, and when you heard General Manager Nick Casario, that's what it sounded like when he said a coach could speak up and say, "Hey, what about this guy?"
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely the connection between him and Kalen Bullock playing at USC. So the Texans have this belief that Jalen Smith is going to work out for them in some way. I will say this: Kalen Bullock wasn't rated very highly either, even though he was still a top. I think I would say Kalen Bullock was like a top 150 player last year, compared to Jalen Smith, who probably not even a top 200 player. So that's tough there to maybe compare, I guess. But I mean, 4.34 40, super fast nickel corner. He's fast as shit. just looking at some few stuff real quick from him. I'll probably have to take a look into it again. But the only thing, regardless of Jalen Smith, like even if Jalen Smith ended up being a good football player,
Mm-hmm.
just off the random chance, what I don't like is that we just talked about how he's a 6th round pick,
Mm-hmm.
7th round pick, and you took him in the 3rd round. Like the draft value is where I have a disagreement there with the Texans and Jalen Smith. He could be a good football player, who knows? But I feel like you could have, if you wanted him, you could have just traded up in the 5th round and got him.
Yeah, that
But
was no. I mean, that was a pick where we definitely both looked at each other and was like,
what?
who the hell is Jalen Smith? And when you heard cornerback, there was another sigh that came out of you because you neglected the offensive line. And I just don't know what was the game plan here with the last two picks. Because even with the Jalen Noel one, very
Mm.
weird to see two wide receivers from the same college being drafted to the to the same team. But here we are. Here we are.
Shout out to Lively's Report, man.
Shout out to
Appreciate you
Lively
being a
Report.
fan. Oh, I love him.
Yeah,
When you say you do not know if he will ever be the same player again, you do not know he will not be the same player
fair,
again.
fair.
Well, history says otherwise. History says that there is no players that have ever came back from the torn patellar tendon. So, Lively's Report, that's what I'm going to throw at you. I think Cody Stoots was talking about it. I think he mentioned Jack Conklin as the only guy that was half decent after the torn patellar tendon. Remember Jack Conklin, Michigan State, Titans right tackle.
Oh yeah.
Was he tackle or left tackle? It was something like that. No, see, I had Taylor Lewan, so I think he was one of the tackle positions. Yeah, Jack Conklin, man. I am okay with the receivers we got. Not bad having to get there and say, well, we wish. Okay, I get it, dude. I get it. I get it. You want Simmons, but you wanted Simmons. If you want Simmons, I bet you go be a KC fan.
Don't say that.
Ah, don't let now. See, when I say something, I'm the bad guy.
Well, we're not supposed to. We're not. You see, they're supposed to talk shit to us. We can't talk shit back to them.
I can do whatever the hell I want.
You're right. You're the lead.
Draft grade for today, C plus.
C plus. See, he's getting
It's
degrees.
hey man, it got me to HCC.
All right. My God. CJ needs to start. CJ needs to get himself a hyperbolic chamber already. So you
Yeah,
get ready for
CJ's
the
gonna have to.
season.
All right, CJ's gonna have to work on the snap count.
He's gonna have to put on 30 pounds.
Work on identifying the mics, identifying blitzers, nickels, stunts. He's gonna have to bring in extra tight end, extra lineman. Number 62 is reporting eligible.
That's what Trey.
2 wide receivers. Yeah, that's what Tay goes in.
Trey. Brandon said, I saw a couple of media guys who talk shit about us all offseason give the Texas draft today an A plus. Who?
Wait, who? Wait, where is that?
Brandon Home.
I saw a couple YouTube media guys who talk shit about us all off season. Give the Texans draft today an A plus.
Who?
Who?
Show me and I'll
Tell
slam
me.
this whole beer right now.
You woke me up. You woke me up. You woke me up. You woke me up. I appreciate it, Lively, man. We just talking sports, bro. I ain't got no hard feelings. I don't hate nobody. There's no hate. We just talking sports.
That's
We
it.
bullshit, like we bullshit on the football field. We just be bullshitting. You know how
Having
many
fun.
things me and Ruben told each other on the football field?
A lot.
Can't say it right now.
Can't say it nowadays.
Yeah, I need to know who is giving us an A plus. Who? Who?
Hail Mary
YouTube.
Sports was one. Okay. Hail Mary
Mary
Sports.
Never heard of them.
Let
No,
me-
I didn't mean that to be rude. I didn't mean that to be rude. Oh, hey,
Who's Ricky
wait
Waters?
a minute, wait. Hail Mary Sports. I'm gonna write that down. Hail Mary Sports, and I will personally check out their YouTube channel, and I have to see what in the absolute fuckery were they smoking to tell me that the
Okay, so they
Houston
got
Texans.
about 3,000 followers on Twitter.
Shout out to them.
Shout out to them. Okay, let's go to the YouTube channel. YouTube channel is
Yeah,
probably banging.
they're doing their thing, bro.
17,000 YouTube, 17,000 subs. Okay,
Okay, okay, okay. More than me. Respect,
more than me.
respect.
Just trying to see where they get to the Texans.
Interesting.
Interesting. Well, there's one. Hey,
They got the little rainbow colored background.
I like it.
I don't know. I can't agree with an A. An A plus.
A+ is tough because
What?
he's like,
What?
which is I don't know. I've been very confused. Like the way I just feel like people are really just locked in on the idea that competition and culture is what this offensive line needs.
You know why it's an A plus? I'm gonna tell you why.
Talk to me.
Because I was gonna bring it up, but then it came out of my mind. I'm gonna blame Lively's report on that. It's an A plus because of Jalen Smith, and I'm gonna tell you why. You know why?
Why?
Because he is dating Suni Lee.
All right.
That's an A
The
plus
gymnast,
plus,
right?
buddy. That is, buddy. You might have to get off this live stream if you're gonna Google that.
All right, bro.
Go crank the hog.
Nice. Shout out to Jalen Smith.
Shout out to Suni Lee. Fuck Jalen Smith. Shout out to Suni Lee. We're gonna get Suni Lee and Alex Earl Lee, whatever the fuck how do you pronounce your name. That's Braxton Berrios' wife or whatever. Both of them are gonna be here for the Houston Texans, going up against Taylor Swift and fill in the blank celebrity next to her, Brittany Mahomes. 2-on-2 battle royale, tag team style. We got the Dudleys versus the Hardys, TLC. I like my odds. And then our run-in candidate, we're the Dudleys. Our Spike Dudley is Simone Biles running in.
No, she's a Packers fan.
That's true. Forgot Jonathan Owens. I was hoping, she's still repping the H a little bit, but she kind of just going where her man going.
She's locked in.
Hey, that's a real one. That's a real one.
Yeah, I remember when they were clowning Jonathan Owens for wearing her medal, and then she had clapped back at those people telling them to shut the F up. She put the medal on him. So hey, you got a woman who defends you, man. That's great.
Yeah, man. I never understood that conversation.
Mine beats me, dude. I just
so Suni Lee, man. Suni Lee, go. You get some time when the stream's over. You ain't gonna want to do it when we're on the stream, man. Nah, I don't wanna. I want y'all nasty perverts cranking it when we're on the stream. Nah, man. You don't gotta watch us. I will miss the views for that. What else we got? Texas social media group about to be fire, hey, man. We about to have some the views, the likes are about to go higher now, man. Shoot. Suni Lee rocking some Texans gear. I'm here for it. Jalen Smith's an A plus candidate now. A plus candidate. That is why.
That's what we needed in our secondary.
That's what we needed, bud. I mean, I don't know. When I was taking a little bit of a look at him, he sounded all right. And I'm not trying to be he's a Texan now, so that's the guy. I'm not trying to do that. just because someone drafted a Texan, all of a sudden I'm gonna flip the script and say, "Oh, yep, that was the guy we always wanted. That was the one." Which other AFC South teams draft annoy you
The
the
Colts
most?
had a hell of a draft. They had a hell of a draft.
There's only one problem.
The quarterback.
You saw the
Jaguars had a
chat.
good draft
Did you,
too.
did you see that chat? That old boy was talking about Tyler Warren, and you know what I made?
Yeah, I saw it. I saw it. I saw it.
Got the Ferrari in the garage in
Ferrari.
that old beaten up house. And Anthony Richardson can't throw it to Tyler Warren. Daniel Jones could barely throw it. Daniel Jones had one game against the Texans in preseason last year, and we made him look like a. I was going to say something else. We
What, he
made
had
him
like
look
two
bad,
interceptions. One of them was a pick six.
like the first play of the game. No, I think Stingley dropped the first play of the game, an interception or something like that.
Jacksonville has 105, 107.
Good for them. Go get Shadur Sanders.
We don't have a pick round 4.
Nope, or 5.
So draft's over.
Well,
Nah,
you have picks next year.
let's call it what it is, man.
I mean, they have what? Let's see here.
In a draft where you needed it to hit, where you needed these day one impactful players.
Yeah, you got 3 6-round picks, and then I believe 2 7th-round picks. So they're still in the prime territory. If they wanted to trade up, they can.
To where, the 5th?
They got picks next year. They got 2 3rds, 2 4s, 2 5s.
I don't want to waste it on. I don't want to waste next year's draft capital.
And well, then okay, then
then
don't complain right now.
I'm complaining because of what the fuck happened, and what happened is you did nothing to beef up the O, and now you don't have a pick in 4 and 5. So just call it quits. Use one of those 6s or 7s for that player that has 1 year deal left remaining on his contract somewhere else.
Mm-hmm.
And and let's get and let's pray to God that the culture changes what we needed.
Well, they have, like I said, 3 6s, 2 7s. They'll package maybe a 1 or 2 of them 6s in the 4th round next year to try to trade up either in the 4th or 5th round. They're gonna do it. It's Nick Caserio. You know, he's not going into another day of the draft without a trade. He has to trade up.
Do you think it's
like
a drug for him?
Oh, big time. He's just like, oh yeah. He's a little macho man. Oh yeah.
Cup of coffee in the meantime.
Oh, yeah.
It's
We're
not
talking draft picks now. Arizona. Monty Austin for how you doing?
Damn. We're done. We're done.
We're not done.
Nah, we'll get a 5th round pick.
Like I said, yeah, they're getting a 4th or 5th. Either one. They're not gonna have both, but they will get a 4th or a 5th. It's more so going, when the hell are they gonna trade it? You know, like, because you can't just not pay attention to the draft. You don't know when the Texans are gonna make that trade. So, we'll see. I mean, if they are going to make a trade, to me, they would have to do it soon.
Yeah.
Let's see. When I'm looking at the 4th round, immediately you have Titans, Jags, Giants, Patriots. So we can go down here. But teams that need offensive line, you could argue the Eagles could always look at the offensive line. They just love building on the O-line. You can argue the Saints, the Panthers, Dolphins, Cardinals, Colts, you could even say. The Bengals, and this is just a 4th round.
Just get Savion Williams and call it a day.
You want another wide receiver?
I want a wide receiver running back, baby. Give me Travis Hunter on the offense.
You want so the whole time you've been complaining about all line.
Oh yeah,
and you're gonna go, yeah, let's go get Savion Williams.
If we're already just gonna
Go ahead, fall
ignore.
into the deep end, right?
We're just gonna fall right in, and we're just gonna say, like you said, we're the Bengals. We are gonna
Bengals went to
be
Super Bowl that year.
a high-powered offense, and if we can't get the ball out within the first second and a half, it's not gonna work out.
We're gonna be the Cincinnati Bengals, man. I'm excited about that. We're gonna be in the Super Bowl now.
It's just
That's what
Savion is a
happened.
Packer. Is he really?
I don't even know. I haven't even looked.
Listen, what a pick for them if that's true.
Was he? Oh, I think he is. Yeah, he's not on the board, man. That's right, because I saw the meme that the Packers took two wide receivers and an offensive lineman, something they never did since 2002. Like, I'm like, who would? Nobody would have thought that the Packers were gonna.
What
They'd never do
one
that.
that hurt me was Caleb Johnson.
Oh, where did he go? I didn't really.
He
I
went
was
to the
kind of paying
Steelers.
attention. Oh, he went to the Steelers. Oh, that's a great pick for them.
That's a just your Najee Harris replacement.
Yeah, and they still got Warren, the backup. I can't think of his
Let me
name,
crack
his
open
first name.
another one, man.
But yeah, if the Texans are going to want offensive linemen, they're going to have to get it into it early. You got Marcus and Bow, who's the best available guard. Miles Frazier, second best available. After that, then you're starting to nitpick. You
Mm-hmm.
know, Joe Huber's there from Wisconsin. I don't mind him. He's a pretty solid zone blocking kind of guy. Um, Again, after that, you
That's
know,
it.
you're kind of picking and choosing. I like Luke Kandra out of Cincinnati. He's a little bit lower here. I thought he should be ranked a little bit higher. And
Dude,
then
could you imagine if this offensive line gets fixed with like whatever the hell we have now? I would be so pissed.
I would be so pissed and I'd be so happy.
I'd just be like, what the hell
Well,
happened last year?
what is funny is that the LA Rams, I mean, last year, one of their starters was a 6th-round rookie. It's funny you say that, but yeah, one of their starters was a 6th-round rookie. I won't. He took the majority of the snaps. He wasn't the starter right away, but he ended up being the starter at the end of the season. Um, but yeah, he played well for them. I forgot who it was exactly. I'd have to take a look at it. But Cameron Williams, the offensive tackle out of Texas, is available.
That's shocking.
There's some solid tackles still available. Like I said, mentioned Cameron Williams, Chase Lunt out of UConn. The Texans met with him. Jalen Travis out of Iowa State. Dude's massive, big old
Okay,
monster.
just get Iowa State guys.
And we're the Houston Cyclones.
Ooh.
While we're at it, screw it. Don't take a running back. Just go trade for Brees Hall. Iowa State, huh?
Hey, we swarming in the cyclone, baby.
Man,
We're stupid.
I've had a few cyclones in my life.
Okay, okay, and a couple of those.
Hey,
How's the chat feeling, man? They can't be feeling too good.
draft has been pretty unpredictable. I do like the center. Yeah, keep forgetting about center. I really like Seth McLaughlin out of Ohio State. I can't believe he's still available.
So, what do you do
Um,
with Juice and Patterson? Guards?
uh, who cares, right? Like you're just trying to find offensive linemen that you think are legit.
Love the draft? Damn, that's crazy. I wish I had that optimism.
Loved the draft.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh man, no Elmo. 2000. Shout out to him. 1 o'clock
Hey,
in the morning. Um, and I think I'm right here. That's where I'm at. I don't know how they have this trust, but that's what I'm believing too.
I
I
just
think that's
don't know how
perfect.
you have that. Like, did you have a meeting or something? And where everyone's like, yeah, we're locked in. Like,
Well, Jason's Deli.
right? Dude, like, did y'all just add everyone in a group chat and we're just active all summer and stuff? And I got no
Oh
clue.
man. Everybody boo this man.
Hey, I can tell you what to say his name.
I know. I almost said it too, and I went, "Come on, man. We're not gonna be promoting. We're not gonna promoting that." I love it. It was funny. That was funny though. Hey, I could tell he's a fun Jaguar fan at the tailgate. He's the fun Jaguar fan at the tailgate. Hell yeah. He's that guy at the tailgate. He's offering you shots. He's already fucked up when you get there. He's already just gassed up. He's just like, oh man, glad y'all made it, bro.
He got there at 6 in the morning.
Jags fans, man, they ain't got nothing else
Hey,
to do.
speaking of that, we got tailgate tickets.
We do.
We have a parking pass.
Oh, yeah. We'll get into that in much later time.
Yeah, we'll do that later.
Do you think Houston snags a running back tomorrow? If who?
Let me look who's available, because
I mean, I like the running
back. Out of
backs.
Kansas State, okay.
There's so many running backs, dude.
It feels like we're gonna get Cameron Scattaboo.
That's how a white man runs the football.
It just feels like Nick's gonna try to find that player that everyone's gonna universally just love right off the bat
and make him win the draft.
And yeah, exactly. And make him.
That's how he wins the draft, buddy.
That's how.
This is how I win.
This is
little Adam Sandler, uncut gems.
I'm better.
And we're gonna have Cam Scatterbo against the Jacksonville Jaguars, and he's in Travis Hunter.
Travis Hunter.
Yeah, and he's gonna get up and stand over him. That's how a white man runs the football.
Hey, let's do it.
We're all in, bud. We're all in. Dylan Sampson.
Ollie Golden's pretty good.
Yes. Jordan James.
Devin Neal. Didn't we meet with him?
Yes, we did.
And then Brashard Smith.
I love Brashard Smith. That's my guy. I love him. Former wide receiver, turned running back. He's only had 1 year of play at the running back position. A little bit of a doubt there.
Montgomery.
Ty Montgomery.
You remember the Green Bay Packers receiver turned running back?
Oh, yeah.
He had 1,000 yards and became a running back. Freaking bum.
Dude, he was great in fantasy. He was fantastic for me in fantasy.
Christian wins our next pick. Next draft, buddy. We're done.
with the 26th pick in the NFL draft next year.
We gotta wait till what happens after next season. We're gonna pick
26 next year. They're not taking an offensive lineman. You know who they're taking?
No. They're taking cornerback. That's what they're doing.
I was thinking linebacker.
The edge rusher. They're drafting. They're drafting for the.
You think they're gonna zig? We zag. Oh man, this is funny, dude.
We don't need offensive linemen. We don't need offensive linemen.
Shit's overrated as fuck.
Pick those motherfuckers up in the 6th and 7th round. See how you like it.
What? That's what Nick Caserio was saying. He said, "Y'all bitch and complain about me taking offensive linemen, and now y'all mad because I ain't taking no linemen."
Man, you didn't get enough, bro. Like, he basically showed up to a party with like a 6-pack and 3 of them are open. Like, dude, like, this is it?
Yeah.
This is it? This is what you're gonna tell your franchise? Because that's why I feel this type of way. Because the story of Laramie Tunsil trade happening, CJ either calling Nick Caserio or going to the facility. What did it say that he went to the facility?
I'd have to check the story again, man. I don't really
know the details.
It was a few days ago.
Tells Nick Caserio he's unhappy. What the hell is going on? Nick Caserio says, "Hey."
And say, what the hell is going on?
Of course. I'm CJ Stroud. What the hell is going on, Nick? And Nick said, I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing.
Before I get Bobby Slowick on you, you want him to yell at you again he did?
Don't make me unzip this sweater vest.
Yeah.
As fast as I zip this bitch up, I'll zip it right down. Like, so the fact that he kind of told CJ Stroud, hey, chill. I know what I'm doing. I got this. Then leaves round one without an offensive lineman. Now leaves round 2 and 3 with one offensive lineman that's not going to start for you in 2025. Unless, whoa, why you make that face?
I opened Twitter and just something just came up right
Send it to
away, and
me.
I'm like, no, no.
Please send it to me.
I'm just like, why? Why is this? I'm looking. Everything's the draft. I'm scrolling. Everything's draft, 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 and then this random post, and I'm like, okay. What lot y'all going to this season?
Orange line, man.
Orange lot, but
Yeah,
underrated.
we don't mess with the blue line.
Nah, fuck that blue lot.
The blue line. I don't even like wearing the color blue, as my chair is blue.
The only blue I like is steel blue.
Swarm.
H-Town blue.
Swarm.
How you feel about Warren Moon Cam Ward?
That's so cat ass. That's so corny.
You know we had to talk.
But hey, look, if that gets them, if that tickles their taint, it tickles a taint, it's just cool. What'd you do with that? What'd you do with that Tennessee number 1?
That's all that matters to me. Like, how silly is this going to be if this guy isn't the real deal? And I think he is. I think Cam Ward looks like he could be a solid quarterback. I'll say that. I don't know if he's the real deal, but he looks to be a competent quarterback. He looks to be a whole lot better than Will Levis. Okay, when they drafted Will Levis, I had zero faith that was going to work out for them. when they thought Malik Willis was their savior, I had zero faith that was going to be the case. I never believed in anything like that. I have more belief in Cam Ward. I feel like they got something there.
My God, Malik Willis. Remember the conversations about him being taken like in the first round?
Like, don't get me started with some of these Texan fans.
Call him out.
No, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. They wanted him, man. I get it. They were desperate. Deshaun was leaving. I get it. I understand. You're just like, fun quarterback. Bring him to Houston. So yeah, no, that was not it. Cam Skittable would be lit. That's how a white man runs football. When is our next pick? Yeah, we already talked about that. Giddens would be perfect. Rashard Smith, nice as fuck. Etienne, love Trevor Etienne. Definitely someone that's a 6 or 7 round pick.
Love him.
7 picks.
He's just short, man.
Yeah.
5'8".
Not sure. I don't know what you're talking about. Talking about Suni Lee. Suni Lee's a Simmons. Just hot. Can't lie. I'll be in yellow.
Yellow's on the opposite side of us, man.
I ain't walking over there.
I ain't doing that on that walking.
Christian, you can come find us, but come over to Orange Lot.
Yeah. Have fun.
What they call the Horns Up Tailgaters, right?
The Horns Up Tailgating, baby.
Yeah.
Woo!
Horns Up Tailgaters. Free booze. You better pay, though.
Yeah.
Don't be a douchebag.
Don't be a douchebag. Go give him 20.
Yeah, dude. I tip them. I usually end up with sending them like $50 at the end of the day. Because I'm drinking shit. I'm drinking way more than 50.
we go about 7 deep, and each of us take a 20 because we know we're gonna. I got to be at least 7 in.
And that's not counting the Jello shots.
And that's what I'm saying. That's not counting the shots that they take to you, plus the DJ. They got to pay for all that stuff.
Okay. Yeah, I'll take another shot.
Now, when was it the playoff game? We got fucked up, dude.
Which one? Wait, the Brown one or the Browns one?
Yeah, the Browns one.
The Bills one was lit. That Bills one was
lit. That's what makes me regret that guy when they do Bleacher Report right after.
I know.
I love Bleacher, but it's like, dude, I'm so exhausted, and then boom. You gotta do
no, I'm like,
gotta do a quick 30.
And plus, I'm like, man, I kind of want to do. Like, if I want to go have, like, we want to have a watch party for one of the games.
We can't.
It's tough to do that
early. Unless That's why with the Dave and Buster's thing, like we asked for like an office or something that we could immediately hop out of, go into, hit a video.
Hmm.
So I'm too broke to go to the games, man.
I love how it's. Or do y'all go inside sometimes? Yeah, they don't let bums inside. So
Yeah, they don't let non-paying people
I tried.
watch
Believe
this
me.
football team for the love of the game.
No
Uh,
offense,
that's only
Christian.
for training camp, and now it's getting hard. It used to be real easy to sneak in a training camp.
That's a good one. That's a good
Rough,
one. A
rough.
good one. It's a good one. It is 1:13 a.m. Respectfully,
I
it
like
is
this guy.
1:13. He got a little. He got a
Before I
little
be friends with him, we're gonna have to throw hands.
big time. That's
Just a
how
quick
you.
1-2. Just a quick 1-2.
Quick fade, huh?
Just a quick fade, nothing too crazy.
Hey man, that what's his face? He loved the fade. What's
Aaron,
that man?
what? Aaron the plumber, dude. He starts
I
hearing
know.
about fighting, he
That
get
nigga-
happy. What
He
was it?
he
It was
he starts scratching his neck like Nick Casario on the trade.
he saw he saw a fan, and then the fan asked for a friendly fade, and he started smiling. He
Yeah,
got
I
out the
saw it.
car.
He was like, he started cheesing and shit. I was
But
like,
just to just fight just on at any given moment, come on, brother, you got to
crazy,
be tired.
crazy, bro. I'm like, man, I'm not
The
doing that, man.
respect, but
Hey, you got hands. You got hands, bro.
yeah,
You got hands. I
he's
can't
also
lie.
lost a couple.
Yeah,
Like when Stressens and Paul Gallant were having their beef, and it was just so stupid.
you watch him fight or what?
I wouldn't pay, but I'll be there, to see it.
I'm throwing some money. Who you got money on?
You know, I gotta go with the wild card Paul Gallant because
You
when
think he's
he
a wild card?
when he put out his fighting record and it was a losing record, I knew he was telling the truth. When he when he said I've won 2 fights and lost 4, I'm like, oh, you're funny. Oh, and then he said I have 1 knockout. I'm like, all right. So that tells me you're willing to throw down if
You
you
got the tail of the tape.
like, yeah, like I got I got the fight card here.
5'11". I think Paul Gallon's what five? I think
Five
Paul
nine. He's
about
five. Oh,
190.
man, he's 5'8", dude.
Yeah, right.
5'8", 155 wet against 6'2", 180 wet
Mm-hmm.
because they're both skinny.
You counting forehead? No forehead. Forehead that adds 15 more pounds
And yeah. Okay, 195 for Stressens.
with forehead, bro.
Right.
Forehead. That man. That's the only thing. Stressing's. If Paul Gallant clinches him, he takes him down. Stressing's got that forehead, man. He gonna Rhea Ripley with him with the
Oh,
forehead.
we're doing MMA. I thought we were doing boxing.
It's true. And I was thinking MMA and boxing's.
Different beast.
All right. We'll go boxing. We'll go box. Illegal forehead hit by Stressing. That illegal forehead gonna
Illegal
do
head poke.
damage, though. It's over for Gallant. If he
Right.
connects with the forehead,
Yeah,
Gallant's done.
No, it's a fight where Stressens does it to set the tone, loses a point, so now he has to go the rest of the fight knowing he has to knock out Gallant to win.
There we go. That's the context that
That's the
you're creating. So that's what we're doing. So CJ actually confronted Nick about the line. True story or not? I want to say, was it Jonathan Alexander that had
I
the
have no
story?
clue. That's why I'm
I
very
think it's
naive.
Cameron. Jonathan Alexander. I believe that was the one. He writes for the Houston Chronicle. Um, I'm not sure if he confronted Nick. I know confront has a negative connotation to it. I think he just went up to Nick and was concerned about the offensive line, and trying to probably wondering, hey, what's the direction of the offensive line? We just traded away Laramie Tunsil. What do you think we're doing? And Nick Casario said, we're not drafting no offensive lineman, bud. Fuck off, bastard. Come at me. You come at the king.
He said, "I know what I'm doing."
You come at the king with
Take
no
some
weapons
project.
in hands.
What did
No, but I'm serious, Cameron. Go check out Jonathan Alexander.
What did Junior
On
tell Tony Soprano? Next time you come heavy or don't come at
yeah,
all.
yeah. Do y'all think Travis Hunter could keep over our receivers twice this season?
Who knows?
Hell no. Hell nah. And this motherfucker right here, tell it to him twice. Hell the fuck no.
Mm.
He can't. He couldn't
You,
guard
you
Tank
know what
Dell in a
movie I saw the
wheelchair.
other day? What'd you
What?
say?
I said he couldn't guard Tank Dell in a wheelchair. You're screwed.
I saw Tombstone the other day.
Wait,
Right.
what?
I saw Tombstone the other day.
Hey, dude, fantastic movie. I'll be
Val
your
Kilmer and the
Huckleberry.
gang.
I'll be your
Yeah, that's
Huckleberry.
that. That's literally what what's going on, right? It's I feel
Yeah.
like Nick Casario is Johnny Ringo
Yep.
screaming. You know, does any of you want to play for blood? And C.J. Stroud just pops out of the corner from the shadows like Doc Hudson's
Yeah.
Army Huckleberry.
knows you missed ESPN roasting Travis Hunter. I didn't see that.
I pray for that man. I pray for that man.
Nick, the only
And I
thing
pray
this O
for the
line is
sad
blocking.
soul that's gonna have to guard him after he gets his heart broken.
We got a great idea right here. We got a great idea right here.
Trade Jared. Who called? Someone said they called Jaden Higgins Jared Wayne. Oh,
What? 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 No way. Come on.
yeah,
That's
no, it had me.
disrespectful.
No, it wasn't. I was laughing. It wasn't the chat. Like, dude,
That's disrespectful. I know. I'm kind of wondering what Invisible is feeling. I know he was
he was
down on
supposed to be at the
Higgins.
draft. I mean, maybe he was at the draft party. We can't see him.
No comment because this goofy ass gimmick in 2025, bro. This man got a goofy ass gimmick in
You said
2025 or
no.
woman, man or woman.
What did I say when we did our episodes together? I said, you can't see him, but you definitely have.
So fucking dumb. Damn invisible gimmick in 2025. And nobody knows what we're talking about. We're talking about this Twitter user called Invisible Texan fan or whatever. And he is a good friend of ours, but we
Good
cannot
friend.
reveal the identity of this man or woman.
Because
Whenever he joins the channel, he's the anonymous voice, that the anonymous source in every NBA, MLB, NFL report. He's the anonymous source. So he's the anonymous source that talked bad about Shador Sanders and said, "Yeah, I heard him said some cuss words in some interviews. That's why he ain't going."
dude, Shador Sanders has to feel like a freaking
Love talk
jackass,
sports.
bro.
Yeah, man, dude, I don't know what is going on now with Shador. It was kind of funny at the beginning. I'll be honest. I laughed a little bit. I laughed when Jackson Dart was the pick, and then I laughed when Tyler Show was the pick. It's not funny no more. The gimmick's over. The gimmick's not funny no more. I feel bad for the kid now.
We got a Tom Brady situation brewing in our hands.
If this is what makes it happen, what I saw when the The Incredibles, and great movie, and the guy that tears down Mr. Incredible's portrait, and and they said that that's
That's Shador
Shador
Tom Brady.
Sanders to Tom Brady after Tom Brady passed him up 5 times in the NFL draft.
I just don't know where he's gonna go. Let me open up another beer. I forgot it's a Friday.
Is it?
I forgot this is America.
Saturday now. But yeah.
Land of the free, home of the brave. Hit him with that fucking American Eagle screech.
Yeah, you know it's 1:30 if this is what we're doing in the morning. Nice.
Mr.
Showing Travis
Irrelevant
Hunter.
would be legendary. That's a great one right there. That's okay.
Watch me trade down to Mr. Irrelevant and he don't get picked.
Please don't let us get a Mr. Irrelevant. And don't let him be an offensive lineman. Oh my god.
Yeah, you
You're
just
gonna have
finished the
so many
script.
you're
You
gonna
just finished the script.
you're gonna have so many Houston Texans fans. He's just starting right guard. You know what's gonna happen? If there's a Legarius Henderson
Yeah.
wave, there will be a Mr. Irrelevant wave.
Hey,
Hey,
if people
Brock Purdy.
believe
Brock Purdy.
if people believe Ladarius Henderson is going to do something, hey, more power to them. I got to see it to believe it. You know what I mean? Like, if maybe that's what it is. Maybe the Texans are high on Ladarius Henderson. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe it's he's about to do his thing. He's about to do his thing.
That would just be such a slap in the face.
Mr. Invisible Texans up too.
What's
Just
up?
just message the chat like 24 seconds. Not the our chat right now, but the group chat. Shout out to the group chat.
Who did? Yeah,
Mr. Invisible,
oh,
the anonymous source.
he's active.
Tell him to hop on.
Let
We'll change his voice. We'll get those voice simulators.
me say, let me text him.
My name is Mr. Invisible.
What? Why is everyone going crazy at the Brown Chubby Bear right now?
Brother, oh my goodness. He posted a photo of Shador Sanders, an AI photo, because he loves his AI photos. And he posted an AI photo of Shador Sanders in a McDonald's outfit, like a McDonald's worker,
Mm-hmm.
serving fries. And they got upset that he posted that. It's not shocking to me. I've seen the dude post all the kind of stuff. So, I'm just like, it don't.
BG.
You know, it, what's that?
Look at what BG put.
Street relevant would be legendary. Laughs. You don't give a fuck.
Oh, funny.
You can't get Trayvon Henderson and Ladarius Henderson. Fuck, man. I wanted him. Yeah, I would assume Mechie and Hutch.
And Tank. Come on. Let's start that convo.
Tank is a fun, not fun. That's not fun. What am I saying? No, Tank. We don't know what the hell is happening with Tank now because Tank's not going to be healthy this coming year. He could miss the following year, and you don't even know if he's going to be the same player. That's what's really it's upsetting for me. I'm a big Tank Dell guy, so hey, you had to move on. You got to look into the future without Tank Dell. So that's exactly what happened with
Let
the
me
Mech Hutch.
send Invisible the link right now.
Anonymous source.
Send him the link right now.
That you know what?
Invisible, do you have the balls?
It's 1:30 in the morning.
Do you have
He's
the
gonna come
balls?
on, dude, and he's gonna be like,
Do
I
you?
am Invisible Texan fan. You do not know the identity of this person. He has a Bane
He
voice.
said I'm
Oh,
in
dude.
bed. Oh. Get out of
I ain't
bed,
sending a
dickhead.
link to it. He gets in bed, bro. I'm not doing that. That's
Get out of bed. Go take a shower.
He got a phone. It's not like he gonna be showing his camera.
He's Mr. Invisible.
Maybe he's
Listen,
on right
man, just
now. We
answer
just
the
don't even
phone call and keep the lights off.
know. He don't need nothing. Like
Keep the lights off.
just keep the camera off. Turn the get the voice
And
module.
like Sarah says, we need a face reveal, Mr. Invisible.
We cannot confirm nor deny he is not a woman or a man.
There you go. I'm in bed with my girl crying about her pig as she touches my hair.
Okay.
That's cool. That's solid.
That's living the life right there, bud.
When was
That's
the
living
last
the
time
life.
you were the little spoon?
Never.
Because that's what it sounds like Isaac is right now.
Man, I wasn't even thinking about that, man. Come on. After you just said duh. That ain't right,
Yeah.
Ruben.
What's wrong
See,
with
look
being a
at
little
you.
spoon?
I I'm I have no comment.
Okay.
No
You
comment.
see? Look at what Isaac just said.
This is what we're doing at 1:30 in the morning.
Athletically declined. Then, oh, hey, hey. Harley, are you athletically declined?
No.
You're not athletically declined.
No, I've actually no, I'm not because I've played football, played a lot of basketball. Basketball was my first. No, baseball was my first sport.
Mm.
Um, but then I was like, dude, I suck at baseball. I sucked at baseball. So I
Yeah,
went to basketball because I
I did
loved
too.
basketball,
Not good at
and
baseball.
I played. Shoot, I played basketball my whole almost my whole upbringing. I was at the YMCA when I was a kid,
Jeez.
and
Win
I
or
was in
lose?
those I was in those teams and shit. The Casa Booms. Shout out to
Uh,
the Casa Booms. The
no, but then
YMCA
they
Casa Booms.
upgraded, and it was the Rockets, the
Yeah,
Celtics, the Lake.
I was on the Rockets one time, and my dad was the coach every single
Okay.
year.
You
Um,
ran the 2-3 zone or what?
well, no. I mean, all I did was play. I was a defensive guy. I'm a defensive guy when it comes to basketball, and that's where you can definitely see where people went. Oh, yeah, you should stop playing basketball and start playing football. I was the Draymond Green of 7-year-olds, kicking
Oh,
dudes in the nuts, hitting people in the face.
the
Get the
dirty
fuck
work,
out of my way. Mm-hmm.
taking straws out of juice boxes.
That's exactly what we were doing, bud. My fat ass was eating your orange slices.
I still need that 7v7 team. How are we gonna do 7-on-7 invisible if we can't see you?
Exactly, big dog. Exactly. Exactly. We need a Red
No,
Bull.
I'm on my third beer.
No
Actually,
headband.
oh,
Fuck a
GG.
headband. No
You're not a
headband.
headband guy?
No, 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 no. See, I'm an all defense guy. You know what all defense guy is? He don't wear jack shit. He just put the damn uniform on for the love of the fucking game. He go out
Not
there
even
just
some
crashing
underwear.
out for
You're
no
free balling
goddamn
out
reason.
there, or you wearing
Say it
compression
again.
shorts? I was like, you're out there, you're free balling, or you wearing some compression shorts?
Free balling.
Yeah,
Come on. Come on now.
hell yeah. Dude, there was
I don't
one
need
time I
none
was free balling. It was so hot, bro. My dude, I spread my legs. I had that shit spread apart like a flying squirrel. It was tough.
I didn't need that image, man. I didn't need that image, man. Nah, no accessories. Just uni. That's it. That's it. You know what my accessories were? The blood from my opponents.
All
That's what my
right,
accessories
okay.
were.
You
That's what the
know
accessories
what
were,
got me
bro.
going? Seeing the fear in my opponent's eyes. I was like,
Yeah, that's some corny ass response.
you know,
Yeah.
what gets me up in the morning at 6 a.m. knowing my enemies are in bed sleeping.
Yeah. Nah, man. Yeah, no, I was only defense. I was decent on offense. Like, I could make a shot here and there, but I was all defense. That was
Mm.
all defense. That's why when it came to football, and then I mean, when I was a kid, I played for the Magnolia Sharks, the
Sheesh.
Pee Wee football team. I dislocated both my thumbs. Yeah, I mean, my whole thumb is like weird.
You're a legend.
Both of them are the same way. So yep, that's exactly what it was, Enrique. That's exactly what it was. They're like, he
Right.
ain't making
It's
that shit.
fucking 40 feet and it's on a double rim. And you're like,
Double
dude,
rim.
those double rims are cancer. Oh my
My
god.
goodness. Um, yeah, no, no, but I wouldn't make any shots. I wasn't a great offensive guy,
I'll give you two
but
layups. I'll go 2 for
yeah,
6. Nothing too
I can
crazy.
get you some layups. I'll get you a jump shot here and there, and I'm gonna make 1 3. I might be 1 for 7, but I'm gonna make
But it'll
that
be
one,
clutch.
and it will, because they're gonna be like, man, fuck that boy over there. He ain't making that shit in the corner. Bang, splat.
The Duganator.
Okay.
Man, I'm worried. You know what, dude? CJ Stroud, don't even worry about suiting up in 2025. I'll go out there and I'll take the hits for you.
I'm lining up for your old line, bud.
Yeah,
You
you know
behind?
what? You know what? Let me go out there. You know what? I'm putting in my bid
We go.
for right
We
guard
go.
because if Lincoln Tomlinson and Ed Ingram were rated as 2 and 4 of the worst guards in football last year, I can't be far off. If I'm 1 and they're 3 and 4, what are we talking about here?
Ruben,
Like,
you wouldn't even be ranked.
out exactly.
You wouldn't be eligible to be ranked.
Yeah.
They're
Okay.
they're on the list.
Yeah.
We're not. We're not even eligible to be ranked.
But I'm just saying, if they're at the bottom, I can't be too far from the bottom myself.
um, I love the agenda. I love the agenda. I
At
love it.
1:34 in the morning.
I love the agenda, man. Clean bun. He just excuse me. He just gave me some fuel. I'm writing that shit down right there, bud.
You got goosebumps?
Got me good right there. I like that shit.
Okay.
That's fine. Everyone needs a Rodman or a Draymond. Hey, man. I like to consider myself a Shane Battier.
Can you believe that Dylan Gabriel, I'm sorry, yeah, Dylan Gabriel got drafted before Shador Sanders? All right, Mr. Invisible.
Anonymous source. Mr.
Anonymous
Invisible.
source.
We do not know the clear identity of the man that
All
is
we know
Mr.
is he is
Invisible.
armed and he is highly dangerous.
Yeah. Bane voice. Your spine or your body?
Well, you expect one of us in the wreckage, brother.
I love that. I love it. That's a great intro. Fire villain intro. Just doing some crazy
That's
shit.
why. That's why. Hot take. I like Bane's villain better than Heath Ledger's Joker.
Shut the fuck up.
I know that's a hot take, but
Shut
I've
the
had
fuck
this one
up.
for a very long time.
Shut
You
the
see,
fuck
and here's why, Harley. One thing that I
No, there's
can I
hot
give my
takes and then there's dumb
can I
takes.
give my
This is a dumb
it's
take.
just one thing I love about MC's main characters. I love
Mm,
when they get beat up. I love when they get effed up, which is why I like anime so much because main characters there they get pretty fucked up. When Bane broke Batman's back and threw him into the hole that
didn't
Bane was
expect.
captive is for the entire, for his entire existence, I was like, dear God, this dude is on another level. And he literally broke Batman. And when the line you said, I was wondering what would break first, your spirit or your body.
Yeah.
Bane broke both, and like I've seen both those movies more than 5, 6, 7, 8 times. Like I I know it's a very hot take. I like Bane.
When's the Texans Cardinals going down? Texans Cardinals.
If you follow me on Twitter, I have a cut on the Sunday every other week. You know that.
Enrique's in San Antonio though, bro.
I ain't going
We're
to
gonna
I
see.
ain't going to no San Antone. I ain't going to no San Antone. I'll tell you that right now.
We'll have to see what Enrique got cooking.
You look
And
right,
I
it's
think
a
about it.
torta. You look left, it's a torta. You look to the side, it's a pan dulce. You're like, damn. You look to the other side, it's a buñuelo. You're like, fuck.
Buñuelos are hard. Buñuelos are good.
Charles Barkley, and yes, y'all got some big ass woman.
Oh man. Only been to San Antonio twice. So. Think
Yeah,
Shadir's
I've been
gonna
to
be the
San
best
Antonio about
quarterback.
4 times.
Yeah, I've only been twice. It was okay. Riverwalk is nothing but a damn creek, so
It's nothing too crazy.
it's alright.
Yeah.
It don't do a lot. It don't do a lot for me out there, but you know. Um Shadir the best quarterback? I don't know. Cam Ward, I still think
I
is
don't
the
know.
best.
People are really
The
high on
best.
Jackson Dart.
Yeah, I like Dart.
Okay.
But man, I mean, come on, Tyler Show and Dylan Gabriel better than Shadur Sanders? Fuck no.
It's
Hell
like we're creating a villain right before our eyes. And Shador's gonna take it out on us, bro.
no. Well, he ain't in my division as of right now. So.
Can you imagine Indy gets him? I just say fuck it. Let's just throw him in there.
They should.
Yes, should.
They ain't got shit at QB.
I got in a
And they
fight with
want
a Colts fan the other day because I said that Anthony Richardson is one of the biggest busts in the past decade, and they said I was wrong and I was so stupid and this, that, and the third. And I said, if he doesn't start week one, if he loses to Daniel Jones, the biggest bust in the past decade. Number 4 overall.
nah, you know why he ain't a bust? He already tapped out, that's why.
Oh, yeah.
The Invisible Show. Oh, Invincible is what it's called. Fantastic show. I
Fantastic
love
show,
it.
Isaac. If you want to get into a anime like that, into the anime scene, watch Solo Leveling. That's where the MC just gets crazy effed up, but fights his way back. Watch Demon Slayer, some good ones, and then I always say Attack on Titan to get you started.
He likes San Antonio. Shout out to San Antonio. Fiesta here in the 210. We eating good.
Okay. All
210.
right. Okay, let me ask you something, Michael. When you put the charcoal on the grill, you tell me, when does the charcoal tell you to put the meat on? Next question, please. Next comment. Exactly.
Oh,
Come on.
it's great. It's
Oh,
cool.
I was born in it, molded by it. Come on, Ruben.
Great villain.
gr-
Heath Ledger's a GOAT villain.
I just wonder if his untimely death shot it to where he's untouchable. Definitely think he's
No,
touchable. Tom
no.
Hardy. You could also have the
He
conversation
killed Maggie Gyllenhaal.
that this that and I don't, what's his last name? The guy who plays Homelander, Anthony something. You
Oh my god.
Is it Mackie? It's not Mackie, right?
No, 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 no.
But you could argue he is the greatest villain of all time.
Fuck. That's gonna hurt me. I see his face.
Yeah.
He's coming out in a movie right now as another villain for Amazon Prime, where he kind of like takes over, is doing like an assassination or
Let
whatever
me see.
type beat. My goodness, damn it.
I'm searching it up.
Yeah, because that's gonna hurt me now. I know the damn Anthony Starr.
Anthony Starr.
I was gonna say Stark.
So you could argue he is the greatest villain in all of cinema. This is how fantastic Homelander is.
He is. My goodness,
You
he
know,
does a fantastic job.
man, I thought
Fantastic.
he was gonna play Dracula in the next Blade.
Blade's canceled, but
I know, so
it's
lame.
unfortunate.
Yeah,
Who
you
you
know
guys
what?
most
A
excited
lot of you
about?
guys don't know. Me and Harley are nerds.
Yeah.
We're big Marvel fans, big Star
Yep.
Wars fans.
Yeah.
Good night, Panda. I'm gonna finish this beer before I do anything else. You put the meat when the coals turn white. There you go, Isaac. Dude. And that's a funny story. I remember one thing that I was always taught: you never touch a man's grill, right? I was always taught that. I go, meat's already on the grill, Harley.
Mm,
30% of the charcoal is still black. I tell him, you're going to kill everyone with
yeah.
this food. Please take this off and wait for the charcoal. And I had to mansplained to him in front of everyone because he was arguing with me that you gotta wait for the charcoals to get white unless you're gonna just severely poison the food that you're about to burn.
Yeah, I mean,
Cameron, who am I most excited for? I don't know because we don't have a pick in round 4 or 5.
I'm
I'm excited
excited
for
about
the
J-
unknown. The unknown is what I'm excited for.
Jalen Noah.
Oh,
I,
draft wise, yeah, Jalen. No, I'm sorry.
yeah, that's what he's talking about.
Okay, I thought you were talking about for tomorrow. Like,
You over here crashing out a little bit, man.
no, I said the unknown is what I'm excited for.
Yeah, no, I'm between Higgins and Noel. I think those are the two right there. The two wide receivers, the playmakers, the offensive guys. Um, really like Noel. I've mentioned it already. I think he's a damn good route runner, good release, good speed,
And
separation, finds the
he,
zone,
he has big playmaking
savvy.
ability.
So
He has big playmaking ability. You go watch some
yes,
of those highlights, and one of the first highlights that pops up where he caught a ball that was severely underthrown, and it really doesn't look physically possible for someone to catch a ball. The highlights didn't even show him catching the ball, yet you see, Jalen Noel just come down with it, and it's multiple times where you just go, wow, 5'10", and he just looks explosive, and I'm excited. That was a home run pick. I liked it.
mhm. I saw the same thing, clean bun with
I see
Jaden
that with
Higgins.
Higgins. Like when I saw
Yeah,
Higgins and I
when
saw
he's
6'4", I said Nico Collins.
yeah when he did his little in cut route, he did an in
Yeah,
cut
yeah.
route, and I was like, that looks very Nico Collins esque. And so it got me started making me smile a little bit like,
Mhm.
okay, okay, Nick, you might have found something right there. Drake London, Mike, yeah, that was what ESPN basically said.
Dude,
um
and if that's the case, that's two 1,000-yard wide receivers, and we don't even know. And here's the thing: with these new additions, we're kind of going to forget about Tank. Harley, if we could circle back to Tank, I think the game plan is this year we're not going to see him, and we start seeing him towards the middle of 2026. Start to see him make his way towards the middle of the season, towards the postseason, and whatever happens, happens after that.
mhm. Yeah, I'm in agreeing with you. um you gotta hope that Tank, if he comes back, and that's if,
Can you
you
imagine if he
gotta,
comes back?
that would be crazy. This year, that would be crazy. I don't think it happens. Next year is more plausible, but if he does come back next year, you don't even know if he's going to be the same type of player. That's the scary thing for me, is I'm worried that we don't get the same Tank Dell that we got this year and even his rookie year. That's what I
Man,
hate. I hate for that to happen. I'm believe me, I don't wish nothing against him. I love Tank Dell. That's my guy. I don't want it to happen. Praying for the dude, really am. But man, that would suck. That would be a worst case scenario for the Texans. But I think that's why they drafted Jalen Royal. I think they want that safety valve, that if Tank can't go in 2 years, you got Jalen Royals. I mean Jalen Royals, Jalen Noel.
Jalen, man, I just hope Tank Dell makes it long enough to where he can, benefit off that NFL insurance also. I think it's after
Mm,
5 years in the NFL, you're
something
able
like
to
that.
get that.
Something like
So,
that. And
yeah,
that's
so he's
tough.
yeah, so I just wish him the very best. Like when I was talking to Laquan Treadwell, not me, but like I was talking to Laquan Treadwell, yeah. So like when we were talking to him and he was talking about, I'm in year 10, it's nothing crazy. I'm like, dude, Tank Dell is fighting for his life to enter year 3. You're in year 10. Realistically, you're a bust, and yet you're still here fighting for the number 3 wide receiver spot in Indianapolis, where Tank Dell, who, if he didn't go down in year 1, we're talking about a 1,000-yard season and, double-digit touchdowns.
Hmm. Yeah, I know. I'm right there with you.
You got to go,
Um,
Pops.
yeah, no, she making me laugh. I can hear her snoring. She over there asleep.
Yeah, no, mine's asleep too. I had to give her the yo, never mind. Yeah, mine's asleep too. Well, I'm chilling. I'm just, and it was hard to sleep last night too, bro. And that's I think one of the reasons why there's how many people in this live stream right now, Harley?
Almost 263.
Almost 263 people here.
Yeah,
You're supposed to be
264 now. At 1:48 in the morning.
at 1:48 in the morning.
Like I
We're gonna be on, brother, when people are leaving the club.
Pink Pony Club. I will keep on dancing in the Pink Pony Club. Hey, guilty pleasure song, man.
Were you watching the game tomorrow?
Wait, say it again.
Were you watching the game tomorrow?
The Rockets game
Yes, sir.
at the crib here. What, you got something up? What's up?
I mean, I might throw a little something on the ground. You know, nothing too crazy. It's Saturday.
What's a Rocket game on? 8:30 still?
Yeah, food will be ready by then.
7:30.
7:30. Ooh,
7:30?
food might be ready by then.
It fucking sucks. Way over here. We gotta play 8:30 here in Houston, but we go to Golden State, play fucking 7:30. Motherfuckers.
And the
Jalen Green,
the
30
rest of
ball.
the drafts tomorrow.
Yeah, it's in the morning.
What do you think's gonna happen tomorrow, brother? Like realistically,
I think the Texans find a way to trade up in the fourth or
I
fifth
think they
round.
get one more pick of the fourth round.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's the fifth. The
Okay.
fourth, maybe, who knows? I think the fourth, that's when you're asking yourself, do you want to give up that extra third you got?
Yeah.
Um, or extra fourth. Maybe the extra fourth is a late fourth that you're trading up for, which sucks because in the fifth round, to me, that's more prime position for a running back, not an offensive lineman. So, to me, fifth round, that screams running back. Um,
Man, but you had Caleb Johnson right there.
yeah, you did.
I don't understand this, bro. Like, and as we get deeper into the night, like this is a tough sell.
Yeah.
Like when you really do think about it, like I'm thinking about this as I gotta present this to CJ Stroud. I gotta sell this to my quarterback. And the first thing he's gonna ask me is, how are you going to protect me? Well, CJ, I drafted an offensive tackle in the second round. Great. When's he starting? Well, CJ,
Ooh, got a
talk to me.
chill that just came through.
Oh, okay. I was like,
Just a random chill just went down my spine.
well, CJ, 2026. So not this season, unfortunately. And I have this tweet ready for tomorrow. It said, entering this draft, my projected offensive line. After the draft, my projected offense, and my projected offensive
Mhm.
line. And I feel like it's still going to be the same names because if Nick trades up tomorrow, I don't think it's going to be for an offensive lineman. I think it's either going to be for a running back or a tight end.
Yeah, I could see the tight end actually. Brett Coleman, big fan of the Houston Texans. He's a big time YouTuber, something that we all aspire to possibly be.
Oh yeah, no,
Uh,
he's
he's
100K.
big time. Yeah, big time. He's a creator of the Film Room on YouTube, co-host of the Bootleg Football Podcast. You can find him anywhere on YouTube at Brett Coleman. Coleman with two L's, two N's. He's a Texans fan, known Texan fan. He tweeted out and he showed a little depth chart of the offense only. And he says, bring me one more offensive line pick, and Houston is back to scoring 30 a game.
Who?
Um,
Marcus and Bo, you got to trade up for him.
you would have to. You would have to hope he falls as well too, because to me he would be picked pretty soon in the fourth round.
Yeah.
Him and Miles. I like Miles Frazier a lot out of LSU. I know EXO in the group chat has talked highly of Miles Frazier. Jordan Reed, the ESPN NFL draft scout, was with me. a few weeks ago, and he was really high on a lot of the LSU offensive linemen. He really put me on Miles Frazier, Emory Jones. Emory Jones, I believe, already got drafted though. Yeah, he did. Um, Offensive tackle, there's quite a few guys still available. You know, the guard, and then center. Center, you still got Seth McLaughlin. Then you got Jake Majors from Texas, fifth year, fifth year senior. He
Mm-hmm.
had I think he had like 50 plus starts at Texas, so which is like a record for the school or something like that. He's a solid center,
Yeah.
but if you did draft a center, we didn't really discuss that, but if you did draft a center, you talked about where you're going to do with Scruggs or Patterson. Well, then they would
Yeah, and you could mark Scruggs as a failure.
possibly, unless he just moves to guard and he's better at guard. Um, but I mean, kind of offsets itself out because you're hoping one of them guys, either him or Patterson, could be a guard, and can play well at guard. You're hoping at least. I just don't think the Texans are looking at center. I know that
I would
sucks to
like them
hear.
to. You haven't had
Me
one
too.
since Chris Myers. I mean, really since Ben Jones. I would say
Yeah,
since
it's
Ben
been
Jones.
it's been Jones. It's been Jones.
Oh, speaking of him, like, did you hear how he talked about how he ended up signing with Tennessee instead of Houston?
No,
Yeah, so he was on a podcast not too long ago talking about how
really.
Tennessee just said how even though Houston offered more money at the end of the day,
Mhm.
that Tennessee was like really just honed in and said, "We need you to change the culture of this organization. We need you to be the man. We need you to be a captain." And they said that's what lured him away from the Houston Texans to go to the Tennessee Titans.
Whatever. The man that wasn't one of the best centers in football. It was an average center, a good center, and decided I'm gonna go to change a culture instead of pick the money. I'm making a difference, ass motherfucker.
He thought he was doing something. He didn't change shit.
It's just he just went out there barefooted like a fool every damn pregame.
Shout out to Ben Jones.
I'm just saying, like, oh well, I picked culture versus the money. Oh, okay. So what? You think you some philosopher right now or some shit? Come on, man. Shut your ass up. Shut your white hillbilly ass up,
Let
man.
me ask you a question.
What's up?
How long until you feel comfortable taking Shador Sanders to be your backup?
That's a fun question,
How
actually.
long? If it's fifth round, I mean, if it's sixth round,
Sixth round, I'm taking.
yeah, I'm
He
just
got
doing
three
it.
sixes. He just ripping it,
Just ready, just draft Shador.
taking the safety seal off.
I got my backup of the future.
Fuck it. Hey, Davis Mills, better watch your neck. Shador coming, buddy.
You ready to get those
Shador
reps in?
coming. We got the Roly. How do you think Shador would fit into Biko Ryan's swarm mentality?
I think he'll do good.
I think so too, actually.
I think a lot of people are being overly critical on Shador. I think people want Shador Sanders to be that humble. I'm happy
Hmm.
to be here. I'm blessed to be here. No, I deserve to be here. My last name is Sanders, and everywhere I've gone, I've changed the
I've
culture
been the dude. Yeah.
and I've had success.
Yeah.
And it's like him and himself, he's a brand, bro. At the end of the day, he does not need the NFL. He can go off, start a podcast, start a fashion design, do something incredible, and make just stupid amounts of bread. He's doing this because he loves this. And I just feel like sometimes, and then I feel like that's just the disconnect with our generation, hardly, and the older folks is like they think it's my way or the highway.
Yeah.
Well, it's like, well, no, it it can be your way, but it could also be my way as well. And as long as we have that common ground, then it's gravy. As long as I know you know what you're doing, then it's gravy.
Yeah,
I think wherever he goes, man, he's gonna be successful. I wish him the best.
yeah, I'm gonna tap into that point you made. I think it's just old heads. I think it's just the old way of the NFL. They
Yeah.
got to be clean cut. They got to be wearing the suit. They got to be respectful. They got to be humble. And I'm
He
sorry,
probably
but
walked into every pre-draft meeting with that fat ass chain he had on.
I mean, what's wrong about that?
What's wrong is you're trying to sell yourself to the team instead. If I'm Shador, I'm like, why do you fit me?
Exactly. And that's what I hate is so CJ Stroud interviewed with the Texans, and the Texans were like, "Why do you want to be a Houston Texan? What do you think you should be saying? Motherfucker, you don't got a quarterback.
Yeah.
You need me.
Hey,
I
look
don't
at what
need
you
you.
want. Yeah.
He don't need us. Like, you need me. We needed CJ Stroud. CJ Stroud didn't need us. We needed him.
Let me ask you a
Like,
question. What do you think about him at the podium?
who, CJ?
Yeah.
What do you mean specifically?
I feel like his aneurysms show like he's just annoyed to be out there.
At the podium or with the team?
No, no, no. Like
Are
just
you
no, no, no.
being
Just at the
PTSD
podium.
right now?
Yeah, yeah. Just at the podium.
Um, I don't know. It depends. I guess I can see what you're trying to say now. I guess there's some days where he doesn't look like he wants to be talking to the national media,
Yeah.
and then there's other times where he kind of enjoys talking. You
I
know?
feel like he's one of those players where if it goes right, it goes right. Put me in front of the camera, I'll talk all day. But once it goes a little bit sour, ooh, I don't want to be out here. I mean, but that's everyone. That's everyone.
Yeah. I mean, who isn't a sore loser? I hate losing.
I
I
hate
fucking hate losing.
I hate losing.
I hate losing. I don't mind losing.
I don't even
I
like
fucking
being the
hate
the last one to wake up.
it. Early bird gets the worm type
Early
shit.
bird gets the worm, man.
You Ben Jones. I'm about the
I'm,
culture,
I'm about to.
not the money.
I'm Nick Martin about to move some weight room equipment. What a
That motherfucker.
fucking cornball. What a dweeb.
I hate Nick
Like,
Martin.
what
That
did you
guy.
think that was gonna do?
He stole the whole
He got
equipment room.
cut right after that, bro. So you did that shit for free.
Took the whole equipment room.
I like,
Fuck y'all.
hi, dude. What? Yeah, like, what's the point of doing that?
Yeah, no, man. I'm like, bro,
If I
what?
was the worker, I would have been like, go ahead. You're the NFL player, not me.
Yeah, man. I never understood that. Nick Martin was one of the dumbest pieces of shits to ever wear a Texans uniform. And there's plenty, like, there's busts, and then there's guys that for some freaking reason get contracts. And
Did
Nick
he get a
Martin is
second
that guy.
contract with us?
Yeah, because of Bill O'Brien.
Oh, he was a
That was
top five
B.O.B.'s
pick
man.
center, right?
Him and B.O.B. were having
Oh,
romantic dates and shit.
yeah, they were stroking off at each other.
They're cranking the hog, jorking that
Who else
thing.
got a contract extension? Where we were like, what the fuck? Oh, I mean, for sure, Jimmy Ward that 1 year. What the hell's
Yeah, it was a
going on?
little. Yeah, that was a little for me. I'm like, does he really deserve a contract
Right?
extension?
Right?
But they like D'Amico likes that what he brings in terms of the
What does he,
intangibles.
he hurts his own people.
Shit, I like
That's
that shit.
that's
Like his ass out, Jimmy.
dude, you're so stupid. That was
Training
crazy.
Newest acquisition, Dalton Schultz. Newest acquisition,
Lays him the
Jimmy
fuck
Ward.
out.
Jimmy Ward lays him out.
Don't
No, oh
come through
no,
the middle. Don't come through the middle, bitch.
yeah. That's right, Jimmy Ward. You show him what's up.
You know, D'Amico was fucking raving at him
Oh,
behind the
big time.
scenes.
The whole
Mar-
crowd looking at me.
well, okay, yeah, Chad. Let me set the scene. We're at the.
What?
I believe
Fuck
this is
y'all,
the
bro.
first training camp practice
Hey,
that is
fuck
available
y'all,
to
bro.
the public.
Fuck y'all, bro.
CJ, young rookie quarterback CJ, who was impressing the crowd, finds Dalton Schultz over the middle, and in comes Jimmy Ward like a heat-seeking missile, and you can hear the hit from the sideline. Unfortunately, Dalton Schultz is down. And he's like down, arms out, legs out. It's wraps. 1, 2, 3, pinfall. Everyone's quiet except for one man, Harley Dugan, talking a lot of shit to Dalton Schultz, telling him to get up. This is a grown man's game. This is football. This ain't this. This ain't that. And
Yeah,
everyone's
yeah.
looking at Harley like, dude, read the fucking room. There's a
Fuck that
player
shit.
there just on his back.
Fuck that shit. It's the game of football. It's what you sign up for, big man.
User.
This is what you sign up for, big dog. You want to come over the middle? You
Uh-huh.
think it's safe to come over the middle? We just signed Jimmy Ward. Jimmy Ward's known for big hits. We all know that.
How much to take a hit from from Cam Chancellor?
How much? Shit. Wait. Do I get to pick where he's hitting me, or it's
No.
just like, damn?
It's hey, like we're gonna have
Is it
you run over the middle of the field and whatever he wants to do, he wants to do. Like, what's the
Damn.
least amount you will take?
So over the middle, I'm short. So if he hits me, he's gonna hit me near the head neck area. Like, let's be real. He's gonna launch. He's launching. He's a deep sinking missile. And he's launching. He's coming near the head neck. Honestly, shit.
1,000.
Nah, man, you can't sell yourself short like that. Come on now. I'm
You
I'm
wouldn't take a
thinking
hit from Cam Chancellor for 1,000?
we gotta be more than that, because the 1,000 gonna go to my injury bill.
Yeah, you'll be fucked up.
And we fucked up. I'm gonna be a man's man. I don't need no antibiotics. I'm gonna let this shit heal on my
Nah,
own.
give me that give me that ibuprofen 800. That dude, that shit kicks in. You
Now you
feel it
know what
too.
you know what I need?
What,
Some caldo de res, some vaporub,
dude?
some duct tape. I'm good to go.
My fucking
Some
grandma.
caldo de pollo.
My fucking grandma one day gave me caldo de res on a hot summer day. Oh my, was I so mad, bro? And she
So,
was, and she got mad that I got mad that I didn't want to eat this hot ass soup on a
shit, I
hot
would have
ass
been mad
day.
too. You know why? You eat what's on the goddamn table.
Nah.
You eat what's on the table.
I'm fucking sweating as I eat, and it's from the steam. It's just like, bro, come on. And then this lady didn't change spoons, and she put a fucking onion in my macaroni, and oh my god,
You told me that one.
like
Put onion in the
Marcus
mac.
Johnson said, "What happens to Tank now? Unfortunately, it looks like there's an exit plan for Tank Dell, and that is Jalen No. And I'm pretty sure Tank Dell feels some type of way after seeing 2 wide receivers taken. What happened?
I'm gonna send it to you. That shit fucking funny.
Um, I'm pretty sure Tank Dell feels some type of way after seeing Jalen O selected, but I'm pretty sure Nick Casario talked to him and said, "Hey, of course we are thinking about the future of the team, but we also have 100% faith in you."
Shout out to Marcus there. Appreciate you commenting. I can't believe we're almost 300 deep at 2 in the morning.
Please stop growing. Like, don't get any bigger.
Yeah, like
Stay
it
at
keeps
stay at
growing.
300.
Like
That's
I
all
thought
that.
I thought it would be going down to 150 now. You know what I mean? There is a
I
night
told
crowd.
where are y'all from?
Yeah, there is an overnight crowd.
And if that's
That
the
is
case, then we got to start doing this more often.
overnight streams.
Hell no. I mean, I'll get no coochie if I did that.
AD,
Hey, send him the
we're about
link.
to we're
Send him
about
the
to send up the link.
link. Send him the link.
No, no. We've been going on for exactly right now 2 hours. You just hit.
You ready to call it?
Yeah, I'm ready to throw in the towel.
No worries, man. We had a great couple hours.
I appreciate I appreciate all of y'all. I can't believe we're almost 300 deep in this. This is crazy, but yeah, I did not expect that. I was just here to
You think we
shoot a
made
shit.
them laugh? You think we made them laugh this
I
past
hope
hour?
so, man.
I hope so.
I
Like,
hope
yeah,
so.
like let us know if y'all even fucking chuckled
Yeah, if
this
y'all
past
didn't,
hour. Like before
you
we get
know,
off, because that will make me feel happy.
there's one thing I've always been like. You can hate me,
Uh-huh.
please. If there's anything with my content, I don't want to be boring. You either
Yeah,
hate me,
yeah,
you either like me,
yeah,
or you either like to laugh at me.
yeah.
So like that's what I like right there. Shout out to AD. We hit almost 5K tonight. Shout out to AD.
AD was at the watch party last night.
Mm, I heard he was buying drinks for everyone.
Hey, he was on camera.
I heard he bought he
He
had the
was with
drinks
one of
just as soon as you walked in, bam, shot,
oh
bam, another shot,
shot.
bam. I heard. I heard AD got it. I heard he got
I heard
AD
he
got
got it
the
like
money like that.
that.
I heard
That's
he
what I
got it
heard
like that.
too. We had the group chat in attendance. Barrett was in attendance.
Shout out to Dr. Barrett.
We had Texans on 3 in attendance also.
All three of them?
Uh, two and a
Because
half of
sometimes,
them. Two and a half of them. Two,
because sometimes it's just one person from Texas
two
on
and a half
three.
of them. Right? I think I can say
Always
that.
Texans on one.
Texans on 2.5. You know. Uh, Stresses was there.
Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. You mean to tell me Houston Stressings and Corey Barrett were in the same roof at the
But
same
no,
time?
they working stresses left like he left like 30, 40 minutes before everyone got there. Because stresses was a part of the the 3 o'clock show. And he was like, man, it's hard to find a babysitter. I wish I could stay. But he did leave. Um
Excuses.
uh, um
Oh no, man. He got that headbutt.
fucking
You gonna catch you when
oh,
you're not looking.
who else was in it? Mike was in attendance. White Mike.
Oh, crazy white Mike, huh? Old man.
Crazy white Mike.
Old man. Mike looked like a guy that you
Um
just find that one day in in the bar, the club. He gives you a drink. You're friends for life, and then he does stupid ass shit, and you're like, dude, who the fuck?
You know what? Yeah. You know what? Mike does strike me as someone who would just randomly do some out of pocket shit.
Yeah, you're
Um,
like, whoa, that's not my brother.
Jules was there.
Shout out to Jules. I hadn't seen
Yeah,
Jules in a long time.
yeah. He showed up there at 3, and I was like, "What the fuck
Swimming.
are you doing here?" And he's like, he was like, "I work around this area. If I go home, I'm not coming back." And then,
I don't blame him.
I
I
don't
don't
blame.
blame him.
When he said
I'm a
that,
homebody.
I said, sit down, brother. Pull up a chair.
I don't blame him. I don't blame him.
All right, man. You're my boy Blue. We better not go live tomorrow. Please no. Please no. I can't do it. I went 9 hours yesterday. 4 hours today plus these 2. That's 6.
I love the NFL drafts.
Okay, let me ask you a question. Do you sometimes hate the fact that we now have to do this with something that we love? Like, you
Huh?
ever just wish you could just oh, I mean, but no, like you don't stream like live stream your game, so you can still enjoy your game, you know. and just not have to worry about anything. Now that I'm doing these
Um,
live streams, bro, I can't remember the last time I enjoyed a damn Houston Texans game.
like just not even like not thinking about posting
Not
anything.
thinking
Just
about posting anything, not thinking about looking at the camera, not thinking about like I cannot remember the last time I did that.
yeah, yeah, that would be 5 years ago.
Really, right?
It's been 5 years for me, so it's been about 6 years for you. You know,
I
so
know I have been in this bitch for 6 years. I'm one of the
yeah,
OGs now. I can't consider myself young, even though I do consider myself young.
yeah, it's
'Cause I feel
weird.
like in the radio podcast game, you're 10. You're like, all right, you're there.
Oh yeah, radio's dying, man.
You think so?
Radio's dead.
I think it's
Radio's
gonna
dying.
go straight to podcast, like what Pat McAfee and Barstool are doing.
Oh, okay,
I
yeah,
I
yeah.
think
See that?
these networks are going to like for example, if I was ESPN, I would find the top content creators for all three teams, sign them to a 3-year deal.
Mm-hmm.
You guys are on a show every single day, Monday through Friday, and vice versa. That's where I think it's going to go to in the next coming years because nowadays people could start they could start a podcast on TikTok and they could just shoot to the moon and
Yep.
they don't need a degree. They don't even need the radio sometimes.
Nope.
Hardy, there
And
might be a point where me and you don't need the radio.
yeah, I mean, I don't. The only time like I'm never listening to the radio. I always got Bluetooth or
Mhm.
I got my USB plugged into my car. But after that, I mean, sports radio is always on, but it's only on because it's background noise. I'm not actively listening. Like
Mhm.
I'm not going, oh man, I gotta go 610 and turn on see what John Lopez got to say in 10 in the morning. No, I'm not doing that. Like
OG.
he gonna be on. He gonna be on number three, on four, on in terms of volume. He's just background noise. Now, Payne and Pendergast, I'll put it a little louder. I like to hear what they got to say. They're pretty. They're entertaining. That's one thing about it. They're entertaining.
Yeah.
And then if it's the afternoon, there ain't no sports radio. Ain't nobody fucking listening to no fucking goddamn show on Sterner. Ain't no one listening to that shit. They the only afternoon show in Houston. I ain't
Are they
listening to
really?
that shit. I don't know. I think there's another afternoon show somewhere. But I'm not listening to that shit. That shit, they just bore me. They do. They do. They bore me unless they're not talking sports. They're entertaining as fuck when they're not talking sports. But unfortunately, the job description is sport talk. But when they're not talking sports, dude, they look like great guys to get a beer with. They look like great guys to get a beer with. But I'm dead ass right now, man. They get to start talking about sports, and I'm like, eesh. All right, guys, y'all need
But
to get
Clint
back to
knows
that.
ball. He's a former NFL quarterback.
I'll give him that. I'll give him that he. I'll give him that he knows something. I'll give him that. I'm never gonna be disrespectful about that. Like he played the game of football. He obviously has, more intellect when it comes to the actual game of football compared to me. Yeah, I'll give him that. But I know one thing's for sure. I know I work a whole lot harder than that dude. I know I work a whole lot harder than that dude. I know for sure. And that motherfucker's so biased with them goddamn Arizona Razorbacks. I mean Arkansas Razorbacks. I know he still believes somewhere down in his heart that Traylon Burks is gonna be the man. I know he believes it. He kept shitting on Nico Collins every single year. Well, hey Clint, what do you think they need? They need a red zone target. I'm like, Nico Collins is 6'4". Like, even come on, man.
You saw what
Come
AD put.
on. Clint tight end.
CTE jokes are not funny, AD.
yeah. That ain't right, man. Yeah, that ain't right, man. It's bad enough he's gotta. he's got to deal with the one of the worst ways to end a football game in college football history. That sucks.
What do you
That's
mean?
one. You don't know that,
No.
where he fumbled the. All they had to do was take a knee, and he fumbled the snap. Uh,
Wait.
it sucks. I know it's funny. He's over it, which I mean that's cool. I'm glad he can joke about it. After many years. But man, that Tennessee, man, Tennessee versus Arkansas. He
Pittsburgh?
Yeah, Tennessee, Arkansas. Where he what was the Arkansas offensive lineman? Oh man, I forgot his name. The offensive lineman for Arkansas, which was very renowned. He never got to play in the NFL, I believe, maybe 1 year. But he died young. He was really good. Um, yeah, yeah. He said the offensive lineman said that he accidentally tripped Clint Sterner, which Clint said no, I'm the one that fumbled it, which I can respect. He took credit for it. So
That's tough.
radio, nah, man, radio don't do it for me. Um,
That's why, brother. I think in I give you insight of a little piece of my brain. I think in 5 years, guys like us, guys like AD, I think run a network somewhere. Cause I think this.
fucking hope so.
So I I don't know why this notion keeps on coming to my head, but I really think Sketch is gonna find a way to get a media company built down here in Houston, dude. I don't know how, and I don't know if my high ass dreamed about it and I just forgot about it, and I'm like remembering it, but I'm just like, dude, something's gonna happen where there's a media here in Houston.
I hope so. I
I
hope
mean,
you're right.
it might be AD,
It continues to grow. It's at
and
300 now.
and don't say that.
And for real, it's at 298 right now.
It might, dude, like it might be athletically. There's W draft is crazy, but
You gonna
it
wake
might,
up Ruby now?
yeah, like
Huh?
it might be athletically declined, man. You saw what they did at Dave and Buster's, and I don't know how these motherfuckers did it, bro. Like I told him, I was like, I said, dude, what you're doing at like not even 2,000 subscribers on YouTube's insane, and you're here at like a fucking Dave and Buster's hosting an event with these fat ass cameras.
They got a team. That's what's really helpful. That's one thing that I don't have.
Remember, we thought we were gonna be a part of that group.
A group.
Which one was one of the first ones to form? Nah, never mind. I was about to say we're live. We can't talk about this. Yeah, it was legit, AD. It was legit. I'm glad
I don't even
AD
know
could
what
be a
you're talking.
part of it.
I don't
Hickman
even know
was
what you're implying.
Hickman was impressed. Yeah, dope dealers. Nah, we're not. Everything legal here. I mean, the dope that we sell was the words that come out of our mouths, and we
Hmm.
sell it quite well.
Put this man at 2:20 in the morning,
You like that?
philosophizing,
You like that? That came off. That just came off the
trying to
dome.
be like Ben Jones. I see.
I'm trying. I'm trying. I'm trying to go where the culture's at, man. Culture over
This
money.
corny ass quote.
Mm,
Yeah, I'd rather pick the culture than the money because I'm an average
He
guard.
said he told Houston, "I'm sorry, I can't sign with you." Tennessee said they need me.
Shut your ass up. Yeah, shut your ass up, Ben Jones. The hell. I'm not gonna be making big money in my career, and I'm gonna pick culture over money. That sounds dumb as shit. That's why he walked barefooted pregame every damn time. If anyone got that damn CTE, if anyone got that damn CTE, his old Ben Jones looking ass got that goddamn barefoot looking ass, fucking pregame type shit over there barefooted, goddamn frostbite on his pinky toe.
Hey D, you're a sicko.
I ain't bringing that one up.
Shout out to Giselle. She hosts this. The basketball show on Athletically Declined, Baddies on Board is the name of the
Baddies
show.
on board.
Baddies on Board. And every week they have this segment where they give them the baddie of the week.
Like, context, please, because
Well,
immediately,
for example, LeBron drops 30, 35.
okay, that's what
That's
I was thinking, but
my baddie of the week. But Spencer has gone crazy and was like, "This girl is my baddie of the week," and has dropped like like a pig.
oh, so we do WNBA as well, huh?
Yeah, we can do it all. It's athletically declined, buddy.
Mm,
We do
Cameron Brink, my
we do wrestling
bad
too.
week.
We
Cameron,
do
Cam-
wrestling.
yeah, Angel Reese is my baddie of the week.
All right, bro, let's go.
All
Oh
right,
man,
guys, we are 304 deep. We continue to grow,
that's not good.
but
That's
we
not
can.
AD on athletically declined.
Oh, about to end it, bro.
It's crazy, AD, because if I could give you one tidbit that I am allowed to say, because now that I'm an employee, I gotta keep things in hand. But one thing that was mentioned was a Texans show of some of the best on athletically declined. And then when you talk about watch parties, when you talk about events, when you talk about main panel, it's gonna be a group of guys. I heard names like Harley. I've heard names like
No one's told me this.
no, I'm talking about like who he likes on Texas content
Um,
creators.
oh,
Yeah, you don't want to be liked
fuck he likes me for?
because you drop good content, buddy.
Fuck he like me for? I don't know him.
All right, it's gonna be big things coming, guys.
That's dope. That's dope. But all right, man.
Yeah.
Let's
It's fun.
legitimately
Yeah.
appreciate the.
Are we under 3?
No, we're not. We are over 300. Um,
What are y'all doing? Like for real? Just
yeah,
be
like,
honest. Are you in bed? Are you next to someone?
hey, wait a minute,
Like,
man.
cause just imagine your significant other
Let's not imagine.
is hearing two just goons at 2:30.
Babe, why is he talking about Cameron Brink, the baddie of the week? Why is he talking about Angel
Hannah
Reese?
McNair is my baddie of the week. It is Friday night, and like Glorilla said, it's 7 p.m. Friday. It's 95 degrees,
That's why I can't get media credentials.
and media credentials can't get me. We're gonna get them one way or another.
One time, it will happen. We will
We're,
manifest it.
we're undeniable. We're not undeniable yet.
We're kind of undeniable because we continue to bother them.
We continue to bother them. Like they give us a side eye every time we walk by them.
Especially Omar.
Omar don't like us. Shout out to Omar.
Just gotta say something.
What if he's watching? Omar,
We love you.
we love you.
Love the Texans. Love the PR guys. Love Omar. Love Sarah. What other white names are there?
Love everyone except for that security guard, that Australian one.
Australian.
Yeah, but yeah, remember the one who kept on telling us not to stand up?
And ain't that the NRG chick?
It was the white Australian dude.
Oh yeah.
He was like, "Don't get up, Mike." I was like, "Okay."
That's great.
Shout out to Nathan.
Big
Hey,
Nate,
let me tell you
fantasy
something
football.
about Nathan. Let me tell you something
Oh boy,
about Nathan
don't let
Hartley.
that PF piece fool you.
So when I was working at the YMCA,
Here we go.
Nathan was one of the basketball players there. And when I tell you this 70-pound white boy could shoot the lights out of the building, they called him, they stopped calling him Nathan. They started calling him Larry. Larry Bird is what they called him. Shout out to Nathan, my OG. Now he's at Texas A&M killing it. He's an Aggie.
Whoop.
And I'm fucking here.
He's an Aggie.
Yeah,
Is
he's
he a
in college.
cheerleader?
No, he's like a student. Dude, I heard that those yell leaders, like the male cheerleaders, like they make like they got like they got their careers set for them after that. Like it's like, okay, you get to here and now there's like you're a prestige and you have like an untapped market where your opportunities are endless.
Being a yell leader?
Well, they only have like they have a like a all males cheerleading group. You know that, right?
Yeah, I know that. That's why I make fun.
Yeah. So when I was talking to one of my
Ain't no
guys,
one want to see that.
so when I was talking to one of my guys, he said
AD
that
knows
like
it too. He an A&M guy. I know AD don't like looking at no goddamn
88 them
cheerleader.
guy. He
Yeah,
is.
AD's an A&M guy.
He's an Aggie. So why didn't he warn us about Kenyon Green?
He thought Kenyon Green was gonna be good. Shit, I ain't gonna cap. I thought Kenyon Green was all right coming out of
Yeah,
SEC,
yeah, I was
and
excited. I was like, we
I
got the best
was.
run block, and Zion Johnson's doing his thing.
Yeah, it is what it is. It
All right,
is
man. Please
what
tell
it
me we're
is.
not at 300.
I know we're still over 300, but again, appreciate y'all, man. Why does it keep growing? 311. Appreciate y'all, man. We're definitely gonna hop on out now. It's 2:30 in the morning. Why are y'all still awake? I don't know. Why am I still awake? I have no clue.
Talking about
Love the
cranking
game, man.
hog. I gotta crank my hog. Do that shit with the lights on. The Crocs stay on, boys. During
hmm
sex.
hmm hmm Heard you need to make that a shirt already because you say that line way too much.
It's
If
it's
if
one of my
Brown Chubby
go-to.
Bear, if Brown Chubby Bear could have a shirt of him
You're
with
on crack.
cocaine or whatever, and you're on crack or something, then you can make a shirt that says the Crocs stay on during sex.
They just stay on, brother. Like I just don't know how to explain it.
Sport mode
I could go
or you
sport
chill.
mode, but I could go, the left one in sport mode, the right one in
Mm,
neutral.
oh, man, that's a little unbalanced though, man. You
Just
got one leg up.
just as is the
You
night.
got one leg up.
Yeah, maybe. All right, man.
All right, man. Y'all have a good night, man. Appreciate every single one of y'all that hopped in. If y'all haven't already, man, please subscribe to my channel, Ruben's channel. Y'all already know, man. The Lead Houston, 713 Houston Sports. We try to do as much possible, much things as possible. But yeah, we talked about it a little bit, AD. We talked about it a little bit.
His Will
Man,
Anderson Jr. ones are crazy.
dude, him, I always was like, well, why are you posting a not just Will Anderson, but why are you posting a black football player as a gorilla? Like, do you not understand you are going to get hate mail sent your way because of that? Because the message that looks is not good. It is not a good
It
message.
just I don't. He's just so
Oh,
out of touch.
yeah, I don't know why he would do that. Because I would feel like he would be a little bit smarter than that. I want to hope that he is. Think he is. I think he is. I think he's smarter than that. I do. Um, I have nothing against. I have nothing against him. He tells me to come on his channel tomorrow. I'll come on his channel tomorrow. I don't have no problem. I don't hate nobody. Um, But there's a lot of posts, man. When he posted about Vince McMahon, he did a Vince McMahon meme, and it was like a day after those allegations came out about Vince McMahon, and we were like, dude, you got to take that down. And he
Yeah, I
didn't
had
even
to go on a
care.
pause too.
He didn't even care. I was like, dude, you can't be doing that. Like, anyway,
All right, brother.
all right, man.
Good night.
322. Appreciate all of y'all. Y'all have a good night.